Alright everyone, thank you for joining today's discussion on the challenges and improvement in maintaining our business online presence. Before we start our discussion, today it will be lovely if everyone can introduce themselves. My name is Alma and I'm technical officer who's in charge for providing maintenance and support to our business system and facility. Next, I will pass to the finance officer.
Hello, I'm Anissa, the finance officer. My role are to ensure financial stability by optimizing costs, overseeing digital transaction, and ensuring compliance with online regulation. That concludes my introduction. Let's move forward together.
Hi everyone, I'm Natasha, the marketing officer. So my roles involve in creating strategies to promote our brand and boost engagements. Looking forward to our discussion today.
Hello, my name is Huda and I'm the social media manager. I'm in charge of social media engagement, platform management, and online reputation monitoring. It's good to see you all.
So hi team, I am Iman, the content creator for our business. So I am responsible for producing and engaging content that resonates with our audience.
Okay, so now let's dive into the challenges each of us faces in our respective roles. So I believe everyone has shared your materials that wanted to be discussed today, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Anissa, would you like to start first?
Oh, sure. I will highlight two critical challenges that our company faces, which is the first one is high operational costs, and the second one is the security and privacy concern. So let's dive deeper into each of these issues. So the first one, we're starting with the high operational cost. With the content production is a major cost driver. High quality content is crucial for engaging our audience and improving our SEO. This include blog posts, videos, infography, and other multimedia content. Creating this content requires a team of skilled writers, designer and videographers, whether they are in-house or hired as freelancers. The cost of content production can be substantial, but it's essential for maintaining a competitive site.
So I see in your material here, you say about content production. So regarding the content production, you highlighted that high quality content is costly. So can you break down what specific aspects of content production are the most expensive, and I want to know why you are thinking that they are critical to our online strategy.
Of course, the most significant expenses in content production include hiring skilled professionals like writer, designer, and videographer, as I mentioned earlier, as well as the cost associated with producing videos and graphics. High quality content is crucial because it not only engages our audience but also improve our search engine rankings and enhance our brand image. Cutting corner on content quality could harm our online presence and long-term growth.
I see, now I understand, and thank you for explaining it.
Okay, now let's talk about security and privacy concern. These risks have far-reaching implications. Firstly, financial loss due to cyber attack. Hacker can steal sensitive data, employ ransomware, or cause disruption that lead to lost revenue. The cost of responding to this incident can be enormous, including forensic investigation, restoring data from backups, and also the potential fine or legal fees.
You mentioned about the financial losses due to cyber attacks. Do we have any estimates or historical data on how much we have lost or how much this attack have cost us in the past?
Unfortunately, yes. While I can disclose exact figures due to confidentiality, I can tell you that we have incurred substantial costs from the past cyber attack, including direct financial loss from theft, costs associated with mitigating the attacks, and the subsequent expenses of improving our security measures. This incident underlined the importance of investing in robust cybersecurity to prevent future loss.
Okay, thank you, Anissa. So now moving to the technical side, the issue faced by us is in terms of ensuring that customer get the best user experience while using our websites. As we know, user experience is an important key in an online business. As if we position ourselves as customer, we definitely want a simple and efficient online shopping experience. Things like complex navigation and poor product information will make it difficult for customers to use the application and cause them to be frustrated and leave. Easy to use website can make people happy to stay on them longer, which show a good sign considering that this industry has high competition. Other than that, the challenges we face is platform malfunction.
So, can you elaborate more regarding the platform malfunction?
Of course, platform malfunction can vary from minor glitch to major outage that can take the whole thing down. These breakdowns stem from various technical culprits, like firstly software bugs, which there is error in the code that cause crashes and data inconsistency, and then there is network issue that when the platform rely on the internet connectivity, they are vulnerable to network problems. Then besides that, when a platform experiences a surge in user activity, it can become overloaded. The consequences of platform malfunction can be severe like downtime, data loss, and security risks. By proactively addressing these challenges, platform can minimize the risk of malfunction and ensure smooth and stable user experience. That's all from me. I will pass to the marketing officer.
Okay, so but for my roles, I often encounter two main challenges: maintaining brand consistency and also market competitions.
Sorry, I can't quite understand the point of maintaining brand consistency. Natasha, could you elaborate on maintaining brand consistency?
Sure. So in today's digital world, a big challenge we face is keeping our brand voice consistent across all platforms. We know that we have to reach customer through different channels like social media, blog, emails, and etc. But each platform has its own role and their audience, making it tough to keep our message aligned. So when a lot of people are creating content, our brand tone can get all mixed up. So we all have different styles and ideas about what our brand stands for. So this can confuse our audience and make them unsure about who we are. That's why it is super important to keep our branding consistent. So when customers see the same message everywhere, it makes us easier to be remembered and show that we are reliable. Imagine if our social media, website and emails all sounded the same, people would recognize us right away.
So I agree with you on some part, but while it is important for us to keep our brand images consistent for trust and also recognition, we also need to avoid repeating the same thing too much. Just like imagine we are eating the same meal every day, we will feel boring, and seeing the same content all the time can also make people lose interest, in my opinion.
So absolutely, I understand your concern. So we will need to address these challenges moving forwards. So now on to another significant challenge we are facing. So this is the market competitions. As we are all aware, the online space is extremely crowded, with countless businesses competing for the same audience attention. This intense competition makes it incredibly challenging for us to stand out and engage our target market effectively. This isn't surprising when you consider the data. So in the realm of online marketplace for goods, the market is highly fragmented. Just 10 platforms dominate and they accounting for around 90% of the market share. This level of market concentrations create a significant barriers for business trying to break through. So customers are bombarded with options. It is harder for any single business to capture their attention and drive engagements.
Thank you, Natasha. These are excellent points. Does anyone have any question or additional inputs on these challenges?
In my opinion, Natasha's point on how tough it is to stand out in crowded online market makes sense to me. It is hard to make our brand visible when there's so many options for consumers to choose from. We need to come out with some smart strategies to make sure our brand doesn't get lost in the crowd. Great input, everyone. It's clear that both brand consistency, competitive, and analysis are crucial for our success. Let's proceed to the next person. So my turn as the social media manager, I found that managing multiple accounts can be overwhelming. Based on my experience, maintaining active and engaging profile on various platforms can be time-consuming and complex. because it requires constant content creation, monitoring, and interaction. Plus, we need to ensure consistent messaging and branding across our platform, especially when dealing with different format, audience expectation, and perspective.
May I know what you mean by dealing with different formats, audience expectation and perspective?
Okay, for the based on my content that I share, for instance, based on the distribution on TikTok research worldwide statistic, TikTok is hit with a younger crowd, especially to those 18 to 24, making up over 35% of its users. On the flip side, Facebook biggest group is 25 to 34 with over 30% of its users. Therefore, for TikTok, I think we need to focus on Gen Z perspective as they love short, fun, trend-driven video like we think like viral challenge, memes, and lots of humor and relatability. For older folks like Gen X, boomers, and millennials, they want content that are interactive and packed with details, things like product info, returns policy, easy support access. These are the key for them when choosing online shopping.
I think I am completely agree with you. It makes sense that different generations like boomers and Gen Z have different expectations and preferences when it comes to content creating. So tailoring our approach for each platform and audience is very crucial in order for us to maintain the engagement and effectiveness of our content.
Okay, anyone other person want to add anything?
No?
Okay, moving on. Other than managing multiple accounts is challenging, dealing with negative comment and review is a big challenge for me, but it's crucial for our online presence because negative feedback can wreck our brand reputation if we don't handle it appropriately and swiftly. I know timely response are the key, but it is hard to manage without a dedicated team and clear protocols. For example, bad customer service leave client angry and dissatisfied. When someone has a bad experience, they will tell 9 to 15 others, and 30% of them will tell more than 20. So, losing one customer can ripple out to many more. Just everyone know, the power of virality is intimidating and immense. If we ignore this issue, more people will abandon our brand, causing our brand to decline. The customer reach study in 2017 showed that people want to be treated with dignity, assure the problem won't happen again and the issue fixed.
I totally understand the challenge of handling negative comments and review. There is a saying that resonates with this situation. It took years to win one customer and only second to lose one.
Yes, so I think so everyone have already spoken about their challenges, so let me tell about my challenges. So while from my perspective as the content creator, one of the biggest challenge is maintaining consistent content production. I need to keep up our audience interested while also I must stay true to our brand. It's about striking the right balance between innovation and also consistency. So first off, it is not just about putting stuff out there. Each piece of the content that I make sure that when they want it to be published, it requires detailed preparation. So we are talking about I need to do brainstorming, I need to do research, and scripting, and also the designing of the content that I wanted to make. So these steps are critical because we want to avoid our content taking a negative turn on the internet, which could potentially not only damage my career but also the brand that I am representing. So this process is both time consuming and also demanding. But it is vital to ensure that the content remains fresh and also relevant. So most of the time I find myself stuck at some point during these processes as I always out of ideas, and it feels like I'm hitting the wall. Like no matter how hard I try to break through, the inspiration just didn't come. So these moments can be incredibly frustrating, leaving me stuck and unsure of how to proceed on the next step. So during these times, I realized that as a content creator, the true challenge is to constantly find new and innovative way to engage with the audience.
Wow, Iman, I couldn't imagine trying to find ideas to keep our content every day, such as hustle. Do you experience other challenges?
So another challenge that I would like to share here is regarding my work as a content creator is navigating the unpredictable nature of social media trends. Like one day, a particular topic or format might be trending and getting massive interaction only to be forgotten the next day. So for example, I'm sure everyone here have seen the video of the strawberry that is dipped in the chocolate that is suddenly blows up the internet, right, in one night. The video gained over 1 million likes overnight. That is crazy. And the next morning, the whole internet is trying to create the video to gain more followers. This includes businesses. But just as quickly the video gained popularity, it suddenly vanished. It's so unpredictable as trying to capture a fleeting moment. So dealing with these trends will be a real challenge for a content creator. So no matter how much we as a content creator keep an eye out predicting what will stick and what won't last, so we've got to stay flexible, ready to switch things up on the fly. It is definitely a really roller coaster ride. So, and also we should not forget that finding the right balance between trendy stuff and also content that lasts. Sure, I am really sure that jumping on viral trend can give us boost. People can see us, people can notice, but what about tomorrow? Will it still be relevant? It's a tricky line to walk. Making sure our content stays fresh and also having staying power. So yeah, social media trends, that is one of the greatest challenge as for me as a content creator. They keep us on our toes, but what keep things interesting, right?
So now that we have identified the challenges, I think we can discuss the improvements. So Alma, as the technical officer, what are your thoughts on enhancing the user experience?
For enhancing the user experience, I'm suggesting that we implement mobile-friendly design into the platform, as mobile-friendly design is the key for good user experience, because most people nowadays use smartphone and tablets to browse the web. If the website is not easy to use on mobile device, customer will get annoyed and leave. The arrangement of website also plays an important role in user experience. The website needs clear menus, a search function that works, and logical layout to get user to what they want. Besides that, high quality photos and detailed description are essential, as users rely on the good information to make decision before they purchase.
Sorry, Emma, can you share how we can prevent website malfunction?
Okay, so for website malfunction, we can prevent it by doing regular system backups. By doing this, we can regularly schedule alternative backups of the content of the website. In case of glitches happen, the website will be able to restore back, as backup allowing you to restore the website to working state quickly. With backup, the website recovery process will be faster, as we know people are impatient. If the website takes forever to load, they will just go somewhere else. If data gets corrupted or accidentally deleted, regular backups can help in data recovery. So that's all from me. Moving to finance officer, can you share your idea on improving the challenges related to the finance?
Yes, sure. Regarding financial improvement, optimizing budget allocation means conducting a thorough analysis of our current expenditure and reallocating funds to prioritize high impact areas.
So sorry for interrupting. I think so. Can you elaborate about what you mean by high impact areas? Which areas do you consider most critical for reallocation?
For the high impact area are those that directly contribute to our core objectives, such as revenue growth, customer satisfaction, and operational efficiency. For instance, we might find that certain marketing campaigns are more effective than others, or that investing in technology could streamline our operation and reduce costs in the long term. By analyzing our expenditure, we can identify this area and allocate our budget more effectively.
I have some reservation about this approach. If we keep allocating funds, isn't there a risk of destabilizing department that rely on the state funding? Constant changes might disrupt their operations.
That's a valid concern. However, the intention is not to create instability, but to ensure our funds are being used where they can have the most significant impact. This requires careful planning and consultation with department head to minimize disruption and ensure that essential functions are still adequately supported.
Oh, okay, thank you for explaining. I understood.
Since it's clear, let's move to my second point, which is regular security audit and training. We need to ensure financing for constant cybersecurity, education and certification for our staff, as well as set aside fund for emergency response in the event of breach.
I'm sorry to say this, but I'm quite disagree for some of your points. I disagree. I think we are overemphasizing the threat of cyber attacks. We haven't experienced any major breaches. So why should we allocate more funds to the security instead of areas that we directly need to improve?
It's true that we haven't had major breaches, but that is partly because our proactive security measures. The landscape of cyber threat is constantly evolving and becoming complacent could lead to severe consequences. Investing in security is a preventive measure that protects our company futures.
I agree with Anissa. The focus on security is extremely important. One major breach could cost us far more than the preventive measure. So we should ensure that we are always ahead of potential threats. Regular trainings and audits will help maintain a strong security here.
Yeah, that's right.
Now let's address market competition. Tasha, as marketing officer, what are your thoughts on handling the challenges?
So for me, I believe conducting regular competitive analysis is vital. It is not just about keeping an eye on our competitors. It's about understanding their strategies, identifying market trends, and finding opportunities to differentiate ourselves from them. So we can use tools like SEMrush or Upref to provide relevant insight into our competitors' online presence, keywords they are targeting, and the type of content they are producing. So this data can help us fine-tune our own strategy and find gaps in the market that we can exploit.
While I agree that competitive analysis is essential, we should also consider the limitation of relying solely on tools. Sometimes direct observation or even reaching out to customers and industry experts can provide unique perspective that automated tools might miss.
That's a valid point, Lisa. It is crucial to supplement automated tools with human insights and industry knowledge to get a comprehensive understanding of the competitive landscape. So now, moving on to the brand guidelines, what are your thoughts on establishing them, Tasha?
Okay, so I believe establishing comprehensive brand guideline is very crucial, especially as we navigate a competitive market. So these guidelines should not only cover the visual aspect of our brands, but also delve into our brand tone of voice, messaging, and values. However, it is important to ensure that these guidelines are flexible enough to evolve with our brands and adapt to changing market dynamics. So, strict adherence to guidelines can sometimes stifle creativity and innovation. So, we should strike a balance between consistency and also creativity.
I agree with Tasha. While brand guidelines are essential for maintaining consistency, we shouldn't let them become shackles that limit our ability to adapt and innovate. It's essential to periodically review and refine our brand guidelines to ensure they remain relevant and reflective our brand identity and aspiration.
That is right. So, flexibility within our brand guideline will be key in allowing us to stay agile and responsive to market changes. Does anyone else have any further thoughts or concerns on these strategies?
I believe the proposed improvement adequately address the challenges at hand. Next, we should shift our focus to other pressing issues such as managing multiple accounts and handling negative comment. Huda, can you share your ideas for tackling this challenge?
Yes, thank you, Amma. As far as I'm concerned, social media management tools can streamline our process and save time, allowing us to focus on strategic activities. Even though it requires fees, we can try to expand management and use tools like Sprout Social, Hotsuite or Buffer to schedule posts, monitor interaction and analyze performance across multiple platforms. It will automate repetitive tasks to save time and focus on strategic activity by using a scheduling feature to plan and post content at optimal times when the audience is most active, ensuring consistent posting without the need for constant manual updates. Additionally, we must set up automated response for common inquiries or during off hour to ensure timely interaction with the audience.
I agree. So by utilizing these tools, we can enhance our social media presence and engagement while freeing up time to focus on strategic initiatives that drive business growth. It's a win-win situation for us.
Other than that, the only effective way to improve handling bad comment or negative review is develop comprehensive crisis management and provide team training.
Huda, I see where you are coming from, but I respectfully disagree. In my opinion, as the content creator, the most effective way to improve handling negative reviews is by tapping into the expertise of individuals with extensive customer service experience. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I'm sorry, Iman, but how so?
Well, I understand Iman's point there. We hire people with background in customer service who have first-hand experience dealing with the challenging situation and irate customer. Their insight and strategies for diffusing tense situation could be invaluable to our team.
Sorry for interrupting. That's an interesting perspective, but would it be a challenge to provide team training based on their experience?
I got Iman's point now. I guess it's not necessary. We could structure the training session as interactive workshop where this experience can share their real life situation or scenario and techniques for effectively managing negative feedback. It could be more practical and engaging approach compared to developing a crisis management plan from scratch.
That's a fair point. So it can also help in boosting qualities like keeping calm, patience, and professionalism, which are essential in handling such situations.
Exactly, and having a seasoned professionals lead the training session could also boost the team's confidence and preparedness when facing the challenging interactions.
Iman, as you mentioned regarding your challenges just now, what's your strategy to stay inspired?
So for me, establishing structured content pillars and also holding regular brainstorming session, I think that is the most important thing that can help us maintain consistency and stay on top of the trends. We should also leverage data analytics to identify content performance, trends, and adjust our strategy accordingly. So, for my challenges, one thing I've been thinking about on how to overcome them is by establishing structured content pillars. So basically, I will define specific themes or topics that align with our brand and goals. I think that is what makes me stay focused and consistent with the content that I wanted to create.
That's a great idea, Iman. It's like having a roadmap for our content strategy. But how do we come up with this pillar?
Thank you for the great question, Alma. So I think the best way is by working in a team, involving the content creator, the social media manager, the content strategist, and also the editor. So the team should always hold regular brainstorming session. We get everyone working together to toss around ideas and we see what sticks. It is a chance for us to tap into each other's creativity and come up with fresh content concepts.
Definitely, Iman. And speaking of staying relevant, from my point of view, we should leverage data analytics. We can track metrics like website traffic, social media engagement, and content interaction rates to see what's working and what's not.
Exactly, Huda. Data analytics give us insights into our audience preferences and behavior. It helps us identify trends and also patterns so we can adjust our strategy accordingly. So by establishing content pillars, holding brainstorming sessions and leveraging data analytics, we can maintain consistency and stay ahead of the game.
Agree.
Yes.
So it seems that we have some solid strategies in place to address the challenges and make improvement. So does anyone else have any additional suggestions or concern they like to discuss?
For me, I think it's essential for us to continually reassess our strategies and adapt to changes in technology and consumer behavior.
Agree, flexibility and agility are key in maintaining a successful online presence.
And I think communication between team members is vital for ensuring that everyone is aligned and working towards our common goals and there is no miscommunication between us. Definitely, I am totally agree with you. By working together and leveraging each other's expertise, we can overcome any challenges that comes our way.
Okay, I think that's all for now. Thank you everyone for your invaluable insight and contribution. Let's implement this improvement and continue to innovate as we strive to maintain a strong online presence for our business. The discussion is over now.